Well, I don't speak Swedish yet, but I do understand a little bit. I guess it's mainly because I speak German, so it's a little bit easier for me to understand Swedish then, and hopefully also to learn. But in today's video, I thought it could be really fun if I just read a little bit of Swedish so you can see or listen to how I pronounce things. And the whole idea is that I test my Swedish before I start proper lessons. Yes, I finally am going to start proper lessons in October. But before I show you my Swedish skills, let's start without any Swedish skills. So then we see a little bit of progress, hopefully. And I think it could be quite interesting for people who want to move to Sweden, what it is like to learn Swedish, how easy it is or how difficult. And for everyone else who's Swedish, it could be a little bit fun to listen to a foreigner to talk in Swedish. Well, I'm not going to talk in Swedish, but I will read in Swedish. And I will go a little bit easy on myself in this video. I will read a children's book. This is the book actually, and it was a present for my daughter from our Swedish friends. So hopefully this will be fun to read a little bit. Don't worry, I will not read the entire book. I don't want to make it too boring, but I think it's just fun to hear how I read Swedish. And of course, if you have any tips for me or anything you want to say about me reading in Swedish, leave a comment down below. Okay, let's start. God natt alleljor. I will try to be very confident in reading, even if it sounds not correct. So this is the first page. You can see it's just very short sentences. So hopefully this will be fine. Here we go. Här kommer bubblan och pärlan. De har med sig varsin sovsäck och varsin kudde. I know that bubblan and pärlan are coming, and I guess sovsäck is probably a sleeping sack. I understand that. So they're coming with their sleeping bag. And kudde, I think, is a pillow. I natt ska de sova I tält. Okay, I think sova means sleeping. I know that. And tält is probably tent. So they will sleep in the tent. I mean, the pictures help, obviously, to understand it a little bit as well. Det spännande I tältet nästan som I en grön grotta. Maybe it's exciting in the tent. The rest, I don't know. Tror att bubblan har sin ficklampa med sig för det börjar bli mörkt ute. Oh my god, it's getting a little bit more complicated. Och vad det som låter så hemskt. Det bara vinden som blåser I skogen, säger bubblan. Ficklampa, which really sounds weird in German. It's basically like a fuck lamp. So that's weird. That's really weird. But I guess it's a torch, right? And then the rest, maybe the wind is blowing. That's the last sentence, I would say. So then the next page. I hope you're not getting bored, but I think it's actually quite exciting. Like for me, it's trying to read the first time in Swedish. I've not read this book, so it's quite cool. And then hopefully I can look back and you can look back at this video and compare this with all my other videos. I will try to talk in Swedish. Well, I'm not doing all the videos in Swedish, of course, but every now and then I'm planning on having a video where I can hopefully show off my Swedish skills. Nu det något som låter igen. Det prasslar och krafsar alldeles vid tältöppningen. Det bara mössen, säger bubblan. Then again, it helps to have the picture. And I would say there was a noise. And the tent opens. And there is a mouse, or several mice. Mössen kanske rädda för mörkret. Oh my god. Mössen kanske rädda för mörkret. Bäst att de får komma in. Men nu hörs något annat utanför tältet. I only know that it's best to get into the tent. And the rest is a little bit. Shall we do another page? Tassande steg I gräset. No idea. Det bara katten som vill komma in, säger Bubblan. Okay, a cat wants to come in, says Bubblan. Katten fryser nog tassarna. Han får sova i tältet, han mig. Han får sova i tältet, han mig. Om han bara låter mössen vara i fred. I can only think that the cat wants to come in the tent and that the mice are a little bit scared. Okay, promise, this is the last page because I think you got an idea of how my Swedish is. Sometimes I feel quite confident in reading and sometimes I'm like, ooh, what does that mean? And do I say it in the correct way? Last page. Men vad det nu som hörs? Det gnager och rasslar så konstigt. Det gnager och rasslar så konstigt. I can only think there was another noise, but the rest I cannot understand. And then the last page. Det bara kaninerna som ville komma in, säger Bubblan. Okay, there's a picture, but I also know from my daughter actually, kaninerna. Kanin is a rabbit. So a rabbit wants to come in. All right. That's enough for today. Of course, I'm quite curious what you thought about my reading skills in Swedish. Of course, it can be negative or positive feedback. As long as I can take away something from it, I can learn from it, it's constructive feedback. My course actually starts in October, I think end of October, and I think I mentioned it maybe in another video, but it's with Volksuniversität, and it's a course for people who are on parental leave, and it's a free course, which I thought is really amazing. It is quite an intensive course. I have 3 times a week, 1.5 hours in the morning. So hopefully my daughter will sleep, otherwise I will do it with her. And it is for a few weeks, I believe maybe a month or so. And my goal is to start at the beginning. It's an A1 course. And then hopefully next year I will either do another course there, an A2 for people on parental leave, or SFE, which I actually started last year if you watched one of my videos, but then I got kicked out because it was a wrong kind of area and I was a bit lazy or too busy to sign up for the correct one and just continue. But it's still there for me, which is really great, and I will definitely do it. So this is probably the beginning of my amazing learning journey. And I know that someone commented once and said, when I mentioned that I don't speak Swedish yet, they were like asking if I disrespect the Swedish culture. You know, I feel that people can sometimes be very judgmental from like one sentence they hear. And I feel that's a little bit unfair, you know. Not everyone who comes here to Sweden can learn the language immediately, especially people also who maybe start a job here and it's English based. They're very busy. If you have children, very busy. You know, I think everyone is trying to do their best and they have to do it in their own time. So just because someone doesn't learn Swedish at this moment in their own time, basically, doesn't mean they disrespect the country. I just wanted to say that because there are others like me. It's also hard to learn a language. English is another thing, you know, and it's great that a lot of Swedish people can speak English. But yeah, I just wanted to mention this here. Thanks so much for watching till the end. I hope I will see you in my next video. Until then, have a great day and stay safe. Hey do!